Crooked former FBI head Mueller hand-delivered uranium to Russians on airport tarmac. Every day more information is coming out on the Uranium One deal that leads to more and more questions concerning the corruption in the Justice Department and Obama administration. The U.S. gave 20% of its uranium to the nation Democrats described as America's #1 enemy, Russia, as reported at ZeroHedge.com in June of 2017. Former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton facilitated the transfer highly enriched uranium, HEU, previously confiscated by the U.S. Department of Energy, DOE, during a 2006 nuclear smuggling sting operation involving one Russian national and several Georgian accomplices, a newly leaked classified cable show. The classified cable released by WikiLeaks was authored by Hillary Clinton's State Department on August 17, 2009. In the cable, it states over 2 years ago, Russia requested a 10-gram sample of highly enriched uranium, HEU, seized in early 2006 in Georgia during a nuclear smuggling sting operation involving the Russian national and several Georgian accomplices. The seized HEU was transferred to U.S. custody and is being held at a secure DOE facility in response to the Russian request. The Georgian government authorized the United States to share a sample of the material with the Russians for forensic analysis. The cable also states that given Russia's reluctance to act so far, FBI Mueller's delivery of this sample will underscore to Russia our commitment to follow through on this case. It continues in stating Embassy Moscow is requested to alert at the highest appropriate level the Russian Federation that FBI Director Mueller plans to deliver the HEU sample once he arrives to Moscow on September 21st. The cable summarizes that we regret that the April visit by Director Mueller could not take place due to a scheduling conflict and makes a final request that we require the transfer of this material to be conducted at the airport on the tarmac nearby the plane upon arrival of the director's aircraft. Now, knowing that the Obama administration and Hillary Clinton hid the FBI investigation into the Uranium One deal, this cable brings on new meaning and leads to numerous questions. Why did Obama and Clinton agree to provide this uranium delivered by Mueller to Russia in the first place? For money. An article by The Atlantic from April 2008 tells the fascinating story of the smuggler in the country of Georgia who was arrested trying to sell uranium to potential buyers. The smuggler, Oleg Vladimirovich Chintasagov, on January 31st, 2006, was apprehended by authorities carrying 100 grams of highly enriched uranium tucked into a plastic bag in his tattered leather coat. A sample of the uranium captured during this sting operation was provided to the Russians, who analyzed it and determined that it was indeed highly enriched uranium, HEU. In the Atlantic article, it states that the Russians at first didn't respond to requests from Georgia on the uranium and at no time asked for the uranium back. As a matter of fact, the Russians worked hard to deny that the uranium came from Russia in the first place. So why did the Obama administration hand-deliver 10 grams of HEU to Russia in 2009? And when did Russia begin asking for another sample of the uranium? And why did the memo not mention that the Russians had already obtained a sample of this uranium and determined that it was HEU? Another question is, why did Clinton's Secretary of State request that FBI Director Mueller deliver the sample of HEU to Russia, and why was the transfer in April canceled and postponed to September? Of all people, why would the head of the FBI be selected to transfer uranium to Russia? It would seem that the U.S. has a number of individuals who could perform this transfer, and it would seem that FBI Director Mueller would have enough on his plate in the U.S. When Mueller couldn't make the transfer in April, the transfer was postponed to September so Mueller could be there. The fact that Mueller needed to perform the transfer should raise numerous red flags. It's been widely reported about Mueller's conflicts of interest with his recent appointment as special counsel in the Russian investigation. This past week, information was reported that prior to the Obama administration approving the very controversial deal in 2010, giving Russia 20% of America's uranium through the approved sale of Uranium-1, the FBI had evidence that Russian nuclear industry officials were involved in bribery, kickbacks, extortion, and money laundering in order to benefit Vladimir Putin, says a report by The Hill. From Tuesday's report, we found that the investigation was supervised by then U.S. Attorney Rod Rosenstein, who is now President Trump's Deputy Attorney General, and then Assistant FBI Director Andrew McCabe, who is now the Deputy FBI Director under Trump. We also know that the former FBI Director Robert Mueller was the head of the FBI at this time and was involved in this deal. Sarah Carter of Circa News interviewed Victoria Toensing, a lawyer from an FBI informant, who said her client is not only afraid of the Russian people, but he is afraid of the U.S. government because of the threats the Obama administration made against him. The individual in question faces criminal charges put in place by Obama's Justice Department if he talks about the FBI investigation. Mueller was handpicked by Hillary Clinton's State Department to deal uranium to Russia. This whole deal smells so bad. Why has Mueller not recused himself from the Russia investigation? President Trump, please put in place an independent investigation to get to the bottom of the real Russian scandal. So there you have it. McCabe's involved, and also Rod Rosenstein, and Mueller, that they all claim, because they're terrified. They claim that these people are so upstanding. Are you kidding me? They're afraid of them because this is the deep state. This is who the deep state is. Hillary, Mueller, and Obama sort of, he's involved with it also. But the head honchos are Hillary Clinton, and Obama just wanted to destroy the country and pocket the money. That's all he wanted to do. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And again, thank you so much for watching.